And we should all take the time maybe to do those things, should we? To have that reflective moment of what we would say to ourselves, and maybe it allows you to appreciate what you've got right now and how far you've come since that 14-year-old self.
Absolutely, that had such an effect on me. Even like, I agree with you, Christine. It still like chokes me up now because you think that's the truth. Him and Ant and Dec together. They've had this wonderful career for so many years. They've survived so much together, and I think I could relate to that in the sense of like people. What I would say to people like my younger self that maybe have used me, over the years. And I was saying to you before how I always felt as a youngster in the industry, I made a lot of mistakes. I trusted a lot of people. People were not loyal to me and did me over. And that hurt. Now, I could have been the sort of person that kind of crumbled and went away and had no career. I didn't. I pulled my socks up, I put a plaster on my knee after scuffing it, and I went forward. And I do thank my mum for that, but especially earlier on in my career, she was there for me. And I'd love to be able to tell my younger self, like, don't trust so many people. Don't look at that person and go, oh, they're so lovely with that big smile, because actually there's quite a lot of toxicity behind that smile that I didn't know.
That's in your nature, though, so you had to retrain yourself.
I did. I've always been that person that lets everybody in, but now I'm older and I'd like to think so much blooming wiser that I can go, OK, now I know why they want to be in my life. Now I know what you want from me, and I will never, ever be used in any which way, shape or form moving forward in my life, because I've had to toughen up and to have that sustainable career. So when I saw that, it melted my heart. It really, really did. And he's got a beautiful family around him. And I think as we get older, certainly in this industry, it's like keep your nest close. And that's what I've learned completely. I like my nest. I don't want any more friends. I don't need any more friends.
No, you're very happy.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, and it's safety there.
And just that element when he's talking about family as well.
Yeah.
And, obviously, as you get older, maybe some people won't be there, and it's the appreciation and the love you should have for those that you love around you, and always give what you can back to them. I mean, that got me, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I think because you see him always just so, like, happy and smiley on everything, so it's actually really nice to see that, like, emotional side of him. I think when I look back at, like, when I was younger, I mean, I was in S Club Juniors by then, and I always think, God, I don't remember so much of it. Like, I don't remember taking it in. Like, I'd had times where I was performing in arenas and things like that, and I think that was, like, a dream come true, but I can't really physically remember it that well. And I think that comes with maybe being in the moment. I don't know, so you can look at it both ways, but sometimes I'm like, oh, I wish I cherished those memories more. And I think a big lesson for me has been that I can't control anything outside of myself. And I think, people throw around the people pleaser word a lot, but, like, it's so ingrained in me to kind of, like, I feel like I need to control that everyone's healthy and happy and that I've done the right thing all the time, that it actually ends up doing the opposite most of the time. And I'm still learning now that I can only control how I think and feel, and how I act, and you are in control of how you act and how you think and feel. And that seems something that's so obvious, but it has been so hard for me to learn.
I can understand it, considering the path that you've taken from such a young age. You've been on stage, people are loving you, you feel like you have to give that back, you're always having to be on form, you can't have a bad day. And so it's seeped into you, really.
I think so, yeah. I think I was like it as a kid at home, and then I think, my career probably just kind of fed that as time went on. But I think so much comes with age, doesn't it?
But I think it's also learning, like, to not care what anybody thinks. That's a real life lesson. And I think as women, we do really care, and we shouldn't. And it's easier than done, but that's a lesson I've really taught myself, and I have to keep saying it as a mantra. Just don't care what anyone thinks about you.
And don't sweat the small stuff all the time. That's my biggest issue. And a bit of that people-pleasing thing, maybe, but even just silly things in the house, stress if I haven't done something in the house, and you just go, it'll still be there tomorrow. And I've spent that day trying to worry about something that it'll do. It'll do. I'd like to be a bit more, that'll do person. And I just can't seem to even get there now. I don't even know if I'd be telling my 14-year-old self. Jane, what would you put into your essay to your 14-year-old self?
Well, if I'm going to take this task very literally, as in it would genuinely go back to me as my 14-year-old self, I'd send a blank page.
Of course. This sounds quite profound.
Well, because you have to live your life as you are going to live it in the moment that you're in it. You have to learn your own lessons, make your own mistakes. And it's like if you told your 14-year-old self, don't trust everybody, you'd have been a closed-off person rather than a happy-go-lucky person who then, you know, obviously got done over by a couple of people or whatever. But that's life, and then you learn from it, and then da-da-da-da. And it's like sort of dumping a load of baggage onto... Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, you know, da-da-da-da, all this is coming your way kind of thing. And I just think, no, everybody's got to just look forward. I mean, if I had to write anything, I would just probably go, be your best self or something, or do your best, or... That's all you can do, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't want to say to a 14-year-old, oh, my God, life's really tough.
I know. And
be careful.
Yeah, and just, I think I'd say as well, be adventurous. Don't be scared to take risks if it doesn't work. Get the picture off, Dickie. I know what you're doing. I can hear our director laughing in my ear because the picture's so funny. Get it off. And it's a particularly bad angle, OK? Anyway, it's awful. I would tell myself to get those straighteners booked quicker.
Don't give the production a photo. Yeah. That would be the last
You don't have to even try. Yes, I did hop on the straightener wagon very quickly, trust me. But I would just take adventures. Don't be... I was always blessed with my parents saying to me, if it doesn't work out, just come home. And it was such a simple thing for them to say, but actually now in reflection, looking back, it meant everything. I had this complete cushion around me without even realising it was there, because I thought, if I don't like it, or if I'm not happy, or I'll just go home. And I still have... I'm just going to go home now. And it's a lovely thing to have, yeah. But thanks for the pictures again. I didn't see Jane's picture. Did Jane's picture?
I don't think we had cameras in those days.
Yeah. She was clever enough
to not send
the box.
Just got there we go.
The box brownie. Look at that wallpaper.
Now we're talking.
Glorious.
Fantastic.